G'day guys and welcome back to Ego's Antics. I hope you are well. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope your tips went well. Better than mine anyway. But let's carry on to round 14 and see if we can do any better, eh? We're starting off with St Kilda and the Bulldogs. Ay. The Dogs weren't good. The Dogs weren't good last week. It's pretty disappointing. I think they're better than the Saints and they will beat them. Bevo just re-signed, which, you know, all right, good on you. Good on you. So they might come out and win for him. And they will win that game on Thursday by 26 points. Friday we've got Hawthorn Adelaide, which is a beauty because Adelaide are good. Very good. And Hawthorn just won again, so they could be good. We don't really know. We'll find out. I'm going to tip them. I will tip Hawthorn to beat Adelaide. Brisbane should have beat them last week. Having said that, the Crows were good. I will tip the Hawks. And then we've got Brisbane and GWS. What's going on with GWS? How do you lose to Port Adelaide, let alone at home? So we'll tip Brisbane at the Gabba. Essendon Geelong, we will tip Geelong because, you know, the Cats are just the best team in the comp. North versus Freo at Optus. Freo will win that. North should have lost to the Eagles, but the Eagles are just... I tipped them. I tipped the Eagles last week and they just let me down. They let me down. They kicked 227 behinds. I don't know where to just... I'm never tipping them again. Anyway, North versus Freo. Freo will win that game at Optus. Port Melbourne. This is interesting because Port, they played all right last week. They played all right for that win. Melbourne took it right up to Collingwood. Stephen May and Max Gawn are still fighting each other, I reckon. That was bloody hilarious. Imagine going at your captain, Max, who's been your best player for at least 5 years. More than 5 years. And some knucklehead fullback who's just... Ugh. I find it funny. We're going to tip Port Adelaide at home, and then West Coast Carlton, we're never tipping the Eagles again because of what they did to my tips last week. Never ever going to tip them again. So we're tipping Carlton, which normally doesn't go very well for me. So the Eagles will probably win this week now. We've got buys for Collingwood, Richmond, Sydney and the Gold Coast. For whoever cares about that. A good week of not having to watch Collingwood win is always a good thing. Let me go over the tips again. The Bulldogs will beat the Saints by 26. Hawthorn will beat Adelaide. Brisbane will beat the Giants. Geelong will beat the Bombers. Freo will beat North. Port will beat Melbourne. And Carlton will beat the Eagles. And that is round 14 finished. It was quick, to the point. Hopefully that has some impact on, you know, the certainty in my voice might put us a couple points better off this week. We can only hope. Have a great week. Have a great weekend after the week, and I will see you next week for round 15. Thank you for watching. As always, and yep, I said it. I said thank you for watching. Oh, and subscribe, please. If you haven't already, it's up to you. Yeah, I did it. Ta-da.